thing, this year I told you that I'm going to be moving around. I mentioned it much earlier that I'm going to be going to different states to meet teenagers, amazing teenagers. And then today, like I said last week, I'm in New York. And I have amazing, I need to repeat it again because they are twins. I have amazing teenagers with me, and we're going to be having interesting conversation. And I know you're going to learn a lot. And trust me, they are teenagers. They are just 19, interestingly, but they are phenomenal. They are doing an amazing job for themselves and for their community. Without wasting time, I'm going to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll go right into the conversation. Sit tight. Welcome back. This is still Teens Time. My name is Nsentip, and like I told you, I have amazing people in here with me sitting, and I'm going to be having conversation with them. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Should I do that? Because I don't want to mess with your names. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you, Mom.
How are you?
No, I'm good.
I think I need to first of all mention that I've not met them. They reached out to me on social media, so you can also do the same thing. You can reach out to me on social media, on Instagram most especially, that's where I am. And then if I find like they're very interesting like they are, I don't mind coming to you to have a conversation with you and put it on test time. So that's how we met. And this is us meeting for the first time, but we've been talking over the phone. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you, Mom.
You guys are so beautiful, like very, very beautiful. I needed to say, I know I've been saying it to you. Even when you sent me your pictures, I've been saying it, but I needed to say it on air. Beautiful. They are beautiful twins. Obviously, they are twins. Good to be on Teens Time. Let's get to meet you. What do you guys do? At 19, I believe you are done with secondary school.
Yes, Mom.
Are you in the university?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, tell me about it.
Okay, I'm in year 2 and I'm studying human anatomy.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm studying medical physiology.
Year 2?
Yes, year 2.
Okay. Well, they are not the same courses.
I went the same faculty, but different departments.
I thought, twins, you guys should be doing the same thing.
But it's actually related. Like I studied the structure of the human body, functions of the human body. So I could be in the lab and I'm just helping.
Why are you guys studying that course? Is there any inspiration behind it?
Yes, we have to go into medicine or pharmacy, depends. So we're just going for the fundamentals.
Okay.
Yes. Then we could pick it up second degree.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so tell me about your organization. What's the name of your organization?
Nsentip Twins Foundation.
Say it again.
Nsentip Twins Foundation.
Okay.
Like what? I'm Ukura, she's Nsentip. So Nsentip.
That's a surname.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Okay.
Twins Foundation.
What is it about?
Okay, we serve humanity and nature. We work on so many projects, fulfilling the sustainable development.
Obviously, that's what
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We work towards serving humanity.
What inspired you guys starting up this organization?
Okay, when we're much younger, we're going to do so many amazing things. We're going to serve humanity when we grow up. I think now we're grown.
So who inspired that? Your parents or the society or what?
Almost everything, our parents, because in our family we believe in 3 tenets, which is God, love and education. So our parents, like when we're much younger, whenever they're doing their humanitarian services, we go with them.
So it's a tradition
in our family. Then our secondary school, Nobles International School, also helped because once on different outings to people, so it's something that we're used to. And then during the pandemic, after high school, we had access to Instagram. That was when we had more time to explore. And then we got to know about, that was when we knew about the sustainable development goals, because we never knew about it. And we saw how young people across the world are taking actions, creating change. And at that point, we're like, Jesus Christ. I turned to my teen, I was like, Tini, how old are we? We're like, 17, and a 10-year-old child has already invented a robot to tackle SDG 14. Yes, plastic. And I was like, wow, we're inspired. Yes, waste. So we decided to start a project too. And the very first activity we did was a petition, a global petition, which is the inclusion of the sustainable development goals, the educational curriculum globally, because we noticed that there was this difference with kids outside and here in Nigeria. And like, we need to do something, we need to teach them about the SDGs. And that was when we started this petition. And the petition reached 9,000 plus signatures from celebrity activists, some United Nations officials.
What was the petition about?
The inclusion of the sustainable development goals in educational curriculums globally. Because it's only here in Nigeria. Also, people from across the world didn't know about it, some people too. So we saw that there was that difference. And how we got to realize that people outside Nigeria didn't know about it was because through our organization, we did this project during Christmas where like share a story or a video on how you want to spend your Christmas in favor of the SDGs. And there are some people that they were like, please look to the SDG.
Oh, wow.
And we checked their country, like, well, so it's not just a fault here in Nigeria. So that's why we made the petition global. And actually, we have globally 80% of people have no idea about the Sustainable Development Goals, which is not good because the United Nations, they have this hashtag of leave no one behind.
Absolutely.
And 80% is just a large number. A lot of people don't know about it. Yes, ma'am. So that's why we started the petition.
Okay, I mean, I'm fascinated by the fact that you guys got on Instagram and you were triggered to do something amazing, to do what you're doing now.
Yes,
but we have a lot of teenagers, a lot of young people who are using the social media the wrong way. So I want to believe there's something different about you guys. There's something that has been there that made you to stay. You are going the right direction with what is almost destroying other people. So can you figure that out?
Okay, yes.
Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, I totally understand. Okay, so we didn't grow up having like everything all figured out. It was a process, and when we were much younger, we're not that confident. So actually,
okay, you guys were never confident.
We're not that confident.
It's not showing whatsoever. Are you kidding me? You guys are so confident. It's like you guys were born with confidence.
No, we had to learn it actually. And then we're always, we actually had so many things that made us not have confidence. But then we had to train ourselves. And it started when maybe due to how you relate to your parents, people from different things they know and you don't know, and then you're like, you feel it's But at some point we got to realize, we started reading inspirational books and watching documentaries, and that was the important thing. We started reading books, and then at that point we learned solitude. Now solitude is very, very important, and we feel that's most things or people don't do. You're always with your crowd of friends, the people you don't have time to sit back and reflect.
Absolutely.
So at that point, when we started sitting down to reflect, we understood things clearer. We started analyzing different thinking, like at the end of the day at night, you sit down like, okay, so what did I do for today? How was today? Like, why did I react the way I did rather? What do I need to do? And at that point, I think that started coming us. And when we go to an environment, we actually try to flow more with people older than us, so we learn so much. Yes, so that's it. Do you have
Yes, and we also acknowledge the fact that we had a problem, which was
we didn't have confidence. And if you want to change, you have to acknowledge the fact that there's something wrong with you. So at that particular point, we're open to learn anything. And we made elderly people like our very good friends. So we learned a lot of things from them. So it got to a point that when we're with our peers, it's more like it's more like we're saying things that elderly people should be saying.
That's what I mean. I mean, you are ahead of them. And you guys just echo, what I'm always telling young people to read widely. Know a little bit of everything. It gives you a certain kind of confidence. When you get into a place and you can talk about virtually everything. I mean, there's nothing I can't talk about. I can talk about football, I can talk about cars, I can talk about virtually everything. And so it makes me enter a room and I'll be able to contribute. That's what is confidence. Why a lot of young people don't have confidence is conversation is raised, you don't know nothing of what they are talking about. So you just sit there and you are moping. And you end up feeling like, okay, I'm not good enough. It's not because you're not good enough, it's just that you are not knowledgeable enough. So I'm glad that you guys use that angle to build your confidence, and it's paying off. Am I correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'll even to know about some of the projects that you guys have done. But before we do that, in case you're just joining us, this is still Taste Time. My name is Nsentip, and I have these amazing twins. I'm using the word amazing double because they are twins, and they have a foundation. I will call them champions of SDGs. And they are driving a lot of their projects, and a lot of the things they are doing is centered around the United Nations and SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. So they are, let me call them the teenage champions of SDGs in Africa. It's not, their projects has gone beyond just Nigeria, so they are global figures. And I know you guys should have won awards or recognitions and all that. We will mention that. So the organization is called Nsentip Twins Foundation. Thank God I got it.
We deal with we've initiated projects on mental health, girls empowerment, zero waste, and the SDGs, awareness of SDGs. So Nobel Glitters is for mental health. So Nobel Glitters is a project we initiated to dispatch letters, inspirational letters and cards globally. And then we know that we have so many organizations trying to tackle mental health, but we were like, what's that different approach we could use? We're like, why don't we try letters? And then so we discussed our first letter, and the first letter was about teaching people how to gain the courage to start up something new. They've always dreamed to start, yes. And then
you give it to random people.
Yes, we went to public places,
pharmacies, hospitals.
Oh my God.
And then we also sent it to different African countries. I think 19 Commonwealth countries. Yes.
Wow.
We sent it to them. And then the one that was really very emotional for us was when we dispatched a letter to a Tanzanian mother suffering from ovarian cancer. And then a letter helped her throughout her chemotherapy sessions. She gave us a positive feedback. We were like, yes. So I was still dispatching more. Still coming up with more.
When am I going to get mine?
I'll give you.
Amazing.
We're working on our website, so just
Please
still
do.
working.
That's amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen that mental health is one of the biggest issues that we are dealing with globally. It's not just a Nigerian thing, it's a universal problem. We see every now and then you hear people committing suicide. And a lot of young people, you see people going into schools and shooting random people, shooting their mates, their colleagues. And it's a mental health issue. For someone to just wake up and carry a gun to shoot someone else is a mental health issue, and it's because nobody noticed it. So I think what you guys are doing is very relevant, and it's going to alleviate this period. So whatever you're doing, don't stop it. Okay, just make sure. I mean, I saw this video where this guy will always go and carry something and say, if you're missing someone or if you are depressed, hug me. And he would tie his eyes. You will see people literally hugging him and crying. Actually, people are carrying burdens, different things bothering them, and they will go and they say, this one that I listened to said her sister has been stuck in Australia, did not see him for almost 2 years, and she broke down, she was crying, and she held the guy, a stranger, just because he's carrying that. So this is relevant. A lot of people are just looking for people that will listen to them and just tell them, I may not understand what you're going through, but I'm here with you to go through, because we people want to just talk and tell you how your problem, yes, but they want to hear you just console them. So what you guys are doing is amazing. You talked about the Girl Chat project, so tell me about it. I mean, everybody knows that Auntie Chichi is a Girl Chat advocate, and I'm not apologizing for that. Yes, I love boys. I have 3 sons, so I'm also campaigning for boys, for boy child and all that. But I have this thing for girls because I feel like we need to keep talking. I know a lot of people are talking, but we need to keep talking. So I'm interested to hear more, what you guys have done in that angle.
Okay, we started another project which is Girls Community for Change, which aims at empowering girls, teaching them various skills like adolescent sexual and reproductive health, girls' rights, self-defense skills, self-security in case of the gender-based violence, so they could know the first line to defend.
Self-advocacy.
Yeah, self-advocacy is very, very important. Basic life skills, how to build their self-confidence, time management. So we bring in professionals in various fields, gynecologists, doctors, lawyers, martial artists as some states.
So it's an 8-month program. We started December 2020 to end July 2022. So we started December
2021,
okay.
Yes.
Wow. So who is sponsoring that?
No, my father.
Wow, amazing. So you guys have supportive parents. Okay, so
and we have partners as well.
Fantastic.
Mary Matthew Foundation and Share Grace Foundation.
I mean, because you guys started and then they tried to support you.
Yes.
So I mean, if you are, a lot of people just want the support to come before they will step out, and it never happens.
Yes,
it never happens. So start off and then the support will come. And I don't think it happened almost immediately. You guys struggled a bit before you got the support.
Yes, ma. We had to face disappointments, but it's also encouraging. We didn't give up.
So what are some of the disappointing situations you have faced that almost could have made you to say, okay, I'm done?
Send mails to people, organizations, and you wait endlessly to receive response.
Yes, or maybe you submit a particular entry for an award, something of that nature, and you just never get it. So at times whenever we do things like that, we prepare our minds for 2 things. It's either we accept it or we don't accept it. So now let's act like we've accepted it, and let's also act like we've not, so that at that point we won't break down if it's the
Well, was there any time, let's be very real, that you just felt like, okay, people are not appreciating what we're doing? Like you felt very discouraged and you just wanted to say, okay, just for 1 minute, to say, okay, I'm done, or even got you to break down to cry and say, maybe people are not getting us, people are not supporting us, they don't want to appreciate what we're doing. Have you guys gotten to that point?
No, no time like that. I needed to learn something, self-appreciation, and it's something most of us lack. You know that moment where you always need validation from people, from others. So if you train yourself to appreciate yourself, self-appreciation, people might tell you that you're not looking fine, but they say, oh, you're not beautiful, you're not this. They just go back, sit there and like, you know you are beautiful, you know you're intelligent, even if you're not intelligent. I know words have power.
Absolutely.
And when you start saying this thing, you start seeing yourself and you act like it, and eventually it plays out.
I mean, they say as a man thinking, that's what the Bible says, so you are. I think the word to replace entitlement mentality among young people is self-appreciation. You guys just solved the mass for me. Because I have this issue with young people, they feel entitled. So they reach out to you and you don't respond. Not because I don't want to respond. I don't know how long it took me to respond to you guys. But you see people, they send you a message after 1 or 2 days, say, if you don't want to respond, then so be it. And I'm like, chill. You don't know if you don't know if I'm busy. calm down, we're not quarreling. Let me respond when I need to respond. But when you appreciate the fact that, look, I've even made an effort to do this. Whenever, fine. If it never even happens, fantastic. I think that's the attitude to pick up in 2022, because we see part of the things that is killing a lot of our young people is that place of you don't have anybody validating you or saying well done. And as young people, I mean even adults like us, you want to do things and people will appreciate you and say, even if they don't say give you money, they will say well done. They will say this what you're doing is making sense, no matter how irrelevant those words are. But we need it from time to time. But when it's not coming, still don't give up. If you're just joining us, this is still Things Time. Before we round up the show, I would want you guys to tell me the people that inspire you guys, because I'm looking at two very strong women. I need to know where this strength is coming from. I know you guys have mentioned your parents.
My younger self, like whenever I look at my picture when I was much younger, I'm always like, I want to make, like it's always like two of us, so I'm like, I'm going to make you proud. Then Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
That's like a household
name,
in
yes.
our house.
I could see her in you guys. Literally. That's the confidence she assumes. You guys have it. Can I tell you who I'm saying? Can I tell you? Do you want to guess? Chimamanda.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that's I'm looking at the first time as I met you guys outside, I said like, am I seeing Chimamanda into two? I mean, if you're just joining, you can see that I'm having a lot of fun with these beautiful twins. And I'm doubling everything I'm saying. I have to double it. I need to double it. My name is Nsentip, and I've been having an amazing time with the Nsentip twins. And they own a foundation that has to do with everything SDGs. They are promoting everything SDGs. Am I correct? From girl child to mental health to no waste allowed in our communities, and so many other things they are doing. When we come back, we're going to end the show. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. This is still Things Time. I hope you have been enjoying this talk with me and the Nsentip twins. I don't want to go into calling your names because
standing with our friends and we're gisting, they throw me like when you're standing with the Nsentip twins, you don't throw it. They were like, pick it up. We don't pick it up, we pick it up ourselves. So something that we're kind of used to, and it's not good because people coming into the country, or maybe from other states or other different countries, will have this bad impression about your state, your country, anything. So dirtiness is not just good.
From what you guys are saying, you believe that Nigeria can be fixed. You believe that people will start even from the little things around them to say, I'm not going to drop this. I'm going to keep it where it's supposed to be. Am I correct? So I mean, talk a little bit about that before we end.
Schools going to schools to create awareness on the SDGs. And another important thing is the way you think. Your mentality builds your world. Your mentality can be your empire. So if you believe that we believe that Nigeria can be fixed, because I'm tired of hearing Nigeria is a developing country.
Italy is developed. I mean, we have all it takes. I think we need to be hanging out more because we think alike. Fantastic. Okay, I know you guys are 19, I'm very young, and you have fun things. Let it not be, it's just work. You guys are too serious. So what are the things you do at your leisure time?
Okay,
What's your hobby? What do you like?
My
to do?
hobby
Yes.
is cooking, baking, chatting.
I'm going to come to your house. Do you have
Yes,
any
ma'am.
cake? I love eating cake.
You love my cake. You love our
fantastic.
cake.
Before I leave, I need to eat your cake.
Okay,
Yes,
sure
ma'am.
do.
What do you like doing?
I love doing what she also likes doing, and I love chatting, so reading. I would love to try painting and playing musical instruments. It's so nice.
Yes.
I don't think it's too late.
No,
That is
no,
absolutely.
So, both of you are identical twins.
No, well, actually, first,
Okay. Okay. What does that mean?
okay, you know, normally for identical twins, it's like it's one egg carrying like the two, like one placenta will carry two
Okay, but that's not-
babies
oh, okay.
inside, but as like separated two placenta.
So who is the older person here? Oh, okay. Okay. And you guys don't do the same thing, but you guys are wearing almost the same thing.
Sometimes we think alike and we do the same thing.
Have you had it rough? Rough.
Yes, there are different. There are times where things become rough.
But you don't need to like let everyone know all things are tough with me, because like your mentality,
Everything,
yes,
just the drawing power
of the mind.
Wow, I've had so much fun with you guys. Hopefully we would have this, you guys will come back on this show. It's been fun, talking with them. If you're in Uyo, reach out to them and be part of their project that they are doing. They started in December and they're going to end in July. Make sure you attend this project, where they meet. It's a physical meeting every
second Sunday,
every second Sunday of the month. Okay, follow them on social media. I think you will get all the details. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank
If
you.
you are, thank you. It's my pleasure. If you're a teenager anywhere you are in Nigeria, as a teacher can come locate you. If you're doing something amazing, I promise you that, but you have to be doing something very amazing that deserves for me to leave where I'm based to come to you. I left where I'm based to come and hang out with them because I checked them out. They reached out to me and I checked them out and I feel like these ladies are super cool and they need to be on Teen Star. So thank you guys for being here. Until I come your way next time, feel free to check me out on social media and chat me up, and hopefully, like I said, I will come, having this conversation with you. Until I come your way next time, remember, you can be whatever you want to be. It's up to you. I love you. Bye.